Well, hello and welcome back to our Maserati F1 Manager series, and today's episode we're heading to the championship leaders home race. We are going to the Netherlands for Max Verstappen's home race, round 14 of 19, so 6 to go, and it's getting very tight, although we get a nice lead in the Constructors because of that race last time out. And if you've not checked that one out, please go and check out the race in Spa. It was a pretty good one in terms of the result, and if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. If you do me a massive favour, like the video, and of course get involved down below in the comments. But yeah, we get a good advantage on Red Bull because Lawson struggled. Well, he didn't struggle, he did struggle, but he didn't struggle to score. He in fact didn't score last time out, and Max Verstappen only got 8 points. So we now have a 31 point in the Constructors, which is very nice with 6 races to go. But Max Verstappen, yes, only 8 points, and Kimi Antonelli won the race in Spa. So that means Max's lead in this championship is reduced to 16 points. The Red Bull should still be the quickest car on the grid though. I think we were lucky because the Red Bull struggled in qualifying in Spa. They went out too early in those wet conditions, and that gave us a 1-2 lockout, and Antonelli sailed home in the end after he got past Piastri to win that race. So I think it's going to be tough here in the Netherlands, but let's hope Kimi can stay in touching distance here. And really, if we can outscore Max, that'd be great, but we don't. If Max does win the race, we want at least P2 to see if we can then win the next one. We need to stay in this championship for as long as possible. We can take it to the last race of the season. That would be fantastic. But it's only 4 days actually till Zandvoort, so there's not going to be much we do off track. We're going to be straight back to it and probably into qualifying. We'll see shortly if there is anything to do off track. Okay, pit crew training for the month. You can see we're increasing our stats again. We're reducing the pit stop time and cumulative tab. We are tired 28%, chance of mistake just under 7% in Zandvoort, and then just under 6% chance of mistake in Monza. So all good for the pit crew this month. Okay, we do have a new suspension completed. So we'll cancel this, and because we're desperate, we will go emergency. It will cost us $2.4 million. Still got $50 million in the bank, so let's go with that. So we've got a new rear wing, and we've got a new suspension to go on both cars for this race now. So 2 new car parts then for Zandvoort. That should help us. But we have arrived at Zandvoort then, so let's jump in to do practice, and then I'll join you just before qualifying. Practice in Zandvoort completed then, and just a little margin off that 100% car setup. 97% for Antonelli, 98% for Colapinto, but we're always in that high 90% range, high on the driver confidence as we start Q1 in Zandvoort. Well, we've arrived in Q1 then, just under 3 minutes to go, and Antonelli set the quickest time. Colapinto 10th. We have got an RB and an Audi going quicker, and Aston. I haven't gone back out. I'm hoping we're not going to rue this. Leclerc's finished below us. No, we're going to be good. Verstappen is out. What has happened to Max Verstappen? Verstappen is knocked out in front of his home crowd in Q1. This could be absolutely massive in this Drivers' Championship battle, because Max Verstappen, well, that is a shot. Must have been traffic. And Max Verstappen is knocked out then in Q1. That could be huge for us. I'm sure he'll come back in the race, but he's going to start P18 whilst our drivers both safely through to Q2. Into Q2 then, and both drivers set a time. They're within about a 10th of each other. That was on a scrub set. We're now on our second flying laps. Antonelli 23.9 first sector, going quicker, matched by Colapinto, slightly slower. 23.9 second sector, matched again by Colapinto, so very close. They are going quicker. Colapinto needs to go quicker, right on the bubble in P10. Does he improve? Franco, yes he does, up to P5. Antonelli now drops to P9 though, so he's going to need a fine improvement, and he is so far. Crosses the line, and he goes to P3, and again about a 10th in it between our 2 drivers, and that should be them both safely through. It is. What about George Russell? Is he on a flyer? No, he's on an in-lap. So George, a Ferrari out in Q2 along with 2 Mercedes, but we again are safely through to Q3. Underway in Q3 again with set of time on a scrub set of tyres. Currently puts Antonelli P2, just a 10th off Lawson, who's on provisional pole. Colapinto P6. Leclerc now goes into P2, but can't do enough to jump Lawson. And Franco Colapinto's not gone quicker through that first sector. That is not good news. It's a 24.1 first sector. and it's a 23.9. So Antonelli, a couple attempts up there already in that first sector, and Colapinto not improving again, so not looking good for Franco. This is what's let him down all year, but we're seeing a purple sector here for Kimi Antonelli. He wants to make a big dent into Max's mistake. Max knocked down Q1. Can Antonelli take full advantage and stick it on pole here? Let's have a look. It's purple through the middle sector. Now it's just the drive to the line. Antonelli currently P3 as he crosses the line. He goes into provisional pole by nearly 2.5 attempts. Can anyone deny him? Yes, they can. K-Mag in an RB. Where the hell has that come from? K-Mag absolutely flying in the RB. Well, I, for one, was not expecting to see K-Mag put it on pole. And unless Pierre Gasly can give us another shock, but he can't. He gets to P5. But K-Mag has got a pole position. It's K-Mag on pole. Antonelli P2. And Lawson P3. Colapinto ends up P8. Nearly 7 attempts off his teammate. Not good again. Not good enough again from Franco there. But yeah, good work from Kimi with Max starting in P18. Oh, and there we have it in all its glory. K-Mag in pole. I'm not too sad about that. I mean, it would be nice for us to get pole, but hey, who doesn't love a K-Mag pole? K-Mag puts that RB on pole. Then it's Kimi Antonelli, Liam Lawson third for Red Bull, Charles Leclerc fourth, Pierre Gasly fifth, then the two McLarens, Piastri and Norris respectively. Colapinto only manages 8th. The car had the pace for a lot better than that, as we saw in Kimi's hands. Carlos Sainz 9th for Aston Martin, and Ollie Behrman rounds out the top 10. And as we saw, Max Verstappen will start P18. Okay, strategy for this one. Kimi Antonelli starts P2. He's going to go for the two-stopper, soft, medium, softs. That's a strategy we deploy across a lot of racetracks, but we're mixing it up with Franco Colapinto. We're going to try the free-stop, really aggressive first stint, get in nice and early, try an undercut, and hopefully jump a few in that top 10. Then he's going to go mediums, softs, mediums. So it says it can do the same time as a two-stop, the free-stopper, so we'll see if it works. And let's see how we go then. With Kimi Antonelli starting P2, Franco Colapinto P8, and Max Verstappen, of course, in P18. Here we go then. It's Kevin Magnussen in an RB on pole. It was a surprising qualifying. K-Mag's going to get us underway then.
Away we go.
And let's say Max Verstappen maybe started further up. Leclerc looks like he's started from the pit lane. He has. So Max starts P17 instead of P18. But Kimi Antonelli is trying already to get into the lead of this race. And he has done so. That's important. Kimi Antonelli then into the lead. He's on the softs. So is K-Mag. Then we've got Lawson on the mediums. Piastri softs. Gasly mediums. And Max Verstappen already up to P16, so qualified P18, started 17th because Leclerc in the pits and gets a move on the start there. So Max already up to P16. So Max, I wouldn't rule him out of getting all the way back to P2 today. We'll see. So K-Mag in an RB. I don't know where this RB pace came in qualifying, but K-Mag put it on pole. And he's about to try and take the lead of this race, or regain the lead because he started on pole. Fastest lap for K-Mag, going around the outside then. And K-Mag is back into the lead of this race. So we're just trying to top up some of the battery, get some battery life back. And are we going to try and go back into the lead of this race here on Kevin Magnussen? We are around the outside. I will continue to harvest a little bit there.
More charge.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see K-Mag's pace here, because that, to be fair, that RB, I think they hadn't scored first half of the season, but I'm pretty sure for the last 3 to 4 races, they have scored consistently RB, so they've definitely upgraded that car here in 2027. And K-Mag could score massive points today. So yeah, Colapinto, the plan with Colapinto is a free stop. Basically, we knew this would be quite DRS heavy on this first stint. And we're just going to try and get him in the pits nice and early. Go for an aggressive undercut. We just try and cool off those tyres a bit. As long as he stays in DRS, it's hard to overtake. K-Mag having another look. Let's just balance out this fuel here. Lawson sitting quite nicely at the moment, 87% tyre life on his mediums, although Gasly's trying to get past him. Verstappen still 17th. Magnussen and Gasly in the top 5. What's going on? Yeah, and that comes off Gasly getting P3 in Spa. So maybe that Aston has been improved as well, as Magnussen back around the outside takes the lead again. But yeah, Gasly finished 3rd. He finished on the podium. In Spa, of course, did appear. I think they had Sainz is yet to score Gasly in the Aston. He's in 9th. And Gasly had 2 points before that, as Russell is out of the race. And we've got a safety car early on here.
Safety car.
I think that's too early for us to want to do anything, though. George Russell out of this race for Ferrari. Oh, he's just... yeah, just not turned in on the banking, basically, there. Drifted out. No turn in for Ferrari, man, and he's into the wall.
And clearly then, not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
And we've got an early safety car then. See, we could come in with Franco, but... yeah, see, the tyre life... another 2-3 laps I would have come in with him, but the tyre life is going to be marginal on that. So yeah, I think I'm just going to stay out. I think it's just a little bit too early. What's our goal in the Maserati series? Well, we'd like to become Constructors champions and win a Drivers' Championship. And then once we've done that, we'll decide whether we continue the series or start something new, really. Just interested to see if anyone comes into the pits. I think it's going to be too early for everyone here, isn't it? That does give Max a position. He's up to 16. But Lando Norris has decided to bolt. So is Perez and Sainz. And Tsunoda. So a few are going for it. Quite a few, actually, towards the back are going for it then. But look, that's going to release Verstappen. That's actually worked out perfectly for Verstappen, let's be honest, because they've just all got out of his way, and he's in the top 10, and he's got the pace, so that's backfired for us. Max his medium's only down to 84%. Actually, Norris has stopped, hasn't he, in 12th. Norris might be one to watch in 12th on those mediums. Right, it's going to be K-Mag to get us underway then. Safety car has peeled away into the pits. K-Mag has gone just as we joined the action then. And Magnussen gets us safely underway. So Colapinto into P5 after those stops. And Antonelli still P2, but K-Mag still leading the race. And we reclaim the leaderless race. Pierre Gasly still P3. We look to the inside, but we're juking to the outside. K-Mag can't move over now. He's moved once, can't move twice. No DRS, of course, on the restart. Now it's enabled. And Kimi Antonelli is through into P1. So we will get DRS on the next detection zone. But, of course, after the safety car restart, no DRS for the first lap. Colapinto has DRS, but it is a DRS train now from Gasly down to Albon, basically. Is there any way we can go? No, we don't. And Piastri now takes P2. But here we go. First stop of the day then for Maserati as Franco Colapinto peels away into the pit lane, gets out of that DRS train, trying to go for an aggressive undercut. We need a nice time from the pit crew. .1, that will do very nicely. So as I say, we should very much be in last place. They're already all gone past, so it's going to be a lot more than... I calculated that wrong. I think I said 5-6 seconds. It's looking to be a lot more than that. Maybe 10 or 11 seconds. Which is fine, because we want clean air anyway. Our car works better in clean air, typically. Yeah, 11 seconds it is. So there we go. That's Franco underway. Now, he's not due to stop again until lap 35. So he's got a nice 20-lap stint. There's Piastri trying on the outside. He's going to be out a little bit wide there, but keeps wheels on the track. And Piastri, I think, was in the lead there, and we should get the DRS. So Piastri now leads. He got a good little gap there.
Just a lot of confidence. Do your best, man.
Piastri got the DRS, in fact, but I'm sure he was ahead at that detection line. Mick Schumacher is into the pits. So this should... If not, this strategy is not going to work, because if Colapinto doesn't get past Mick, then we're in all sorts of bother, but he should say comfortably past. I don't think it's going to be that comfortable, is it? He is past Mick Schumacher, but it's not by a million miles. That's slightly worrying, I would say. Because Mick was, what, 14th? Was he? Something around that? It's by about 2 seconds, but... I say, Colapinto has been getting his tyres up to 10. Yellow flag. Stroll is off.
So here we go.
Please don't be a safety car, because that will wreck us here.
Just a bit too wide.
No, he's not hit the wall. He's just gone off, so that should just be a yellow. As we've got a safety car. No, this is going to kill Colapinto's race.
And safety car.
Actually, will it? I don't know.
Hold charge.
Yeah, it will. He's 13
Stay close
seconds
to
off the back.
As much as possible.
Oh,
Here's
this
the
is
replay.
absolutely going to wreck
Right, let's have a
Franco's
look now.
race.
Around turn 3. The
Bortoletto
cars jostling for position.
and a Haas
And
here.
the impact on the car
Oh, that's
is
just
quite clear.
sloppy
teams
from the
will no
pair of
doubt
them,
be
and they're
very
both
keen
into
to
the wall.
establish the full extent
They're
of the
out of the
damage.
race. And that safety car has absolutely just butchered Franco's strategy there, because everyone who's not stopped yet will be into the pits. And Piastri will definitely be boxing as well. So that's just going to neutralise this little battle as well. That's an awful timing. Although we would have been boxing at his lap, so it could have been worse. Right, so Piastri should be jumping into the pits here. Ocon gets a penalty of that collision with Bortoletto. Piastri into the pits. Surely Antonelli. What's happened there? Did I cancel that, chat? He was on pit this lap, was he not? Oh no, we've wrecked it, chat. I've absolutely wrecked it. Oh no. My god, chat. Was he not on pit? Oh no. We're going to be picked up by the safety car. This is over, chat. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the advantage we had on Max is gone.
Everything is ready.
No. This is the hazard
Box is loud.
of streaming and gaming, because we're now going to be picked up by the safety car and we didn't pit, and we are about to go to last place here. Oh chat, that is on me. Oh, we're going to go from first to last, chat. Oh, that's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Yeah, we are going to be last. Oh my god. Where's Verstappen? Verstappen's 11th. Right, okay. That's a bit of a saving grace, but we've absolutely schoolboy errored that. The safety car is ending. We might have to switch to an additional stop with Antonelli. I don't know what tyres we've got with him though.
In this lap.
This is
focus on restart.
all sorts of bad. I've got a hard tyre. I don't... We have got another soft, so we could... Hold on, chat, I'm just having a look at what we can do here. Salvage something. No, that was better that way, wasn't it? Alright, so it's that, or it is what we're already currently on. Which is that. Okay, so the extra stop is a second slower, it says, but that's if you were having clean air in the perfect race, of course. So sad Roscoe died. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sad news for Lewis. I think he missed an event as well, didn't he? But yeah, I did see that this week. Very sad news for Lewis. Right, Colapinto is somehow in P4 after all this, but it's Kimi Antonelli that we need to outscore Max Verstappen. And I'm sure he was pitting, and I've absolutely butchered that, so I'm hoping we can resolve it. But Antonelli has got to go on an absolute mad one now. I think switching to the free stopper has to be the way now, because... yeah, it's going to be painful if not. I think switching to the free stopper with Kimi, and what we'll do with Colapinto, is we will sacrifice Colapinto. We said we'd have to do this with Franco this year. Well, at the end of the year. Franco has decided to leave the team now, of course. He's going to Mercedes. He can't win the Drivers' Championship. So I'm thinking, once Kimi Antonelli pits, yeah, I'm making that decision now. So I'm going to switch to this free stopper. When we pit again, lap 40, Colapinto, wherever he is, he'll be on another set of tyres though, won't he? Yeah. Okay, so I wonder if we switch. I'm going to try and get Colapinto to hold the pack up.
Copy.
Antonelli's got an overtake done on Mick Schumacher. So Mick lost out as well. Well, didn't Mick must have had a pit again, did he? Because he was with Franco, wasn't he? So yeah, so Lawson's got past. Colapinto's tyres aren't as good as the rest of the grid because we didn't pit under that safety car. We pit a little bit earlier than him, but it has allowed him momentarily to get P4, now P5. So we don't know how much we can hold this grid up, but let's wait and see. So Antonelli, we're coming in lap 40. Oh, that's better. We're getting good traction now. DRS is open, and that should be Say Maloney. Done and dusted this time round.
More charge, more charge.
And there we go, Antonelli into P16 then. Norris is past Colapinto now as well. Perez is past Colapinto. Norris is past Colapinto. So Colapinto, this hold-up job isn't really working. It's just going backwards at the moment, but let's wait and see what he can do. Yeah, as soon as they overtake him, look, they're down the road because they've just got much better tyre life. He can't attack. Yeah, we just haven't got the pace because these tyres, they're all over us. We've got no DRS here. So, not much we can do defensively. Now we're going to lose out to 2 here. Hopefully not. Max Verstappen's getting involved as well. Right. That's good. Franco at least keeps the Ferrari behind. But look again, they're straight. Magson 8 temps, 9 temps, nearly got the DRS. So it's just they're fully attacking on the tyres. There's not much we can do with Franco. We are now attacking, but Antonelli on the inside, just joined that at the right time. On the inside, Ateo Portier. Antonelli into P15. Next is Stroll. So we take a wider line, try to get a better slipstream, a slingshot out of there, and we're right on the gearbox. But the problem is he's got DRS. As soon as we pull out, we'll start losing time because he's got the slipstream, but he's pulled out of the slipstream. That'll make it easier for us. Classic Lance Stroll. Can we go around the outside? Not quite, but we're still just at the rear axle. We've just got a bit of traction. We'll get the inside on the banking here. Antonelli is past Lance Stroll, and it's P14 for Antonelli. He's making good work, good moves now.
You're doing a good job. At the moment,
NF Rojas, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Antonelli, P14, 1.5 to Behrman. He's the next man up the road.
1.5 from you.
And Colapinto has now sort of balanced out and stayed with these guys. Can we switch him back to the original? Yes, we can. I think we have to go back to that, really, which is 5 laps until he needs to stop. And so he looks to the outside, nothing doing there. Can he switch to the inside? No, he can't. Sainz has lost the DRS though, so this should open up quite nicely off the banking on this final right-hander here. So we're taking a little bit of a wider line, but it's working for us. And we're already onto the gearbox of Sainz. DRS is open. And Sainz can't make another move, so that should be Antonelli comfortably into P13. It is indeed.
You're doing a good job at the moment.
So Ocon, Bortoleto, Russell, all out of this race. We've got 19 runners. K-Mag, who started on pole, is down to P7. Gasly is back to P2. Albon's starting to look after his tyres, maybe. He's dropping to P4. Antonelli, who was fine for the lead, we messed up on the safety car, dropped to last, is now back to P13. Ideally for us, is just trying to get Kimi Antonelli ahead of Verstappen. He is 4 places back on him, and he's about 4 seconds behind him at the moment. And Colapinto's trying to go around the outside of K-Mag, but can't quite get that one done. So Piastri leads, Gasly second, Lawson third. 3 different constructors in the top 3, and Max Verstappen is going around the outside of Franco Colapinto. And that is not what we want to see there. So with that done, we will get Colapinto in this lap. Right, Albon doesn't pit. That is good news for us. Right, Colapinto, we need a nice clean stop here. 2.2, we'll take that. Mick Schumacher should be behind all of these, actually, won't he? Yeah, he will. Colapinto will be dead last then. How long until they need to come in? He may catch them. Hopefully, they'll be in the pits before he does. That would be the ideal situation. Oh, you are joking. We've got a virtual safety car. Oh, my God. How is your luck today? Colapinto has just stopped.
Yes, yes.
Carlos Sainz. We're being done dirty today, chat. Carlos Sainz has crashed. And he's the 4th retiree. I cannot believe that. And that's if we have pit stops, which we probably will.
Box is lap.
So Colapinto gained on the first safety car. He's going to lose out on the second one. Now, who's coming into the pits, though? Gasly doesn't. Piastri doesn't. Lawson doesn't. Surely Alex Albon is, though. Well, that is surprising. Albon, you're on 35% tyre life. Antonelli is in, though. And the top 11 have not stopped. So it's not going to work for... Colapinto, it's neutral for him. But actually, it looks like we'll benefit with Kimi Antonelli. Oh, it's a sticky left rear, though. It's not too bad. It's 3.8. It's about a second and a half slower than we wanted, but a second and a half's not too bad.
Sorry, guys.
And Colapinto will be asked not to fight his teammate here. And there we go. We are together then on the racetrack, but Anthony won't fight his teammate.
Keep focus on your race now.
Colapinto's got Albon all over him.
Copy.
Right, Antonelli has passed Maloney. And hopefully, Colapinto will be past him as well. Will Alex Albon get past him as well? Albon's absolutely pushing hard on those tyres, but he might get bogged down. We've got another yellow flag somewhere. It's Mick Schumacher. We've just seen him at the side of the track. Ah, classic Mick there. And Kimi Antonelli, yes, he is through. Sorry, I was just having a look at the chat there. Something was playing up, but Kimi Antonelli is through to P13. Behrman pits in the Williams. Here we go. There's this move then from Kimi Antonelli. Getting past Hadjar. Easy work in the end for Kimi. Right, I say Behrman's now into the pits. So Antonelli and Colapinto should be safely past him. Which they are indeed. So Antonelli now into P12. Pourchaire is 10 seconds off the pace. So he needs to clear Stroll and Pourchaire pretty quickly here. He's 20 seconds off the lead of this race. He might be the net leader when everyone pits, but he's losing time here. This is the problem. We need to get past these guys quickly. Come on, Kimi.
Level of management is okay.
Need to find the move somewhere, Kimi. Need to find the move. And he's alongside. He got alongside nice and early that time. And he's going to get past Lance Stroll, and that will allow him DRS on the start-finish straight on Théo Pourchaire. So this should be both of these dispatched.
You're doing a very good job there.
DRS now.
Okay, more charge.
Already on the gearbox of that Alpine. They're pulling out. And this should be Kimi into P10 then. And he is good work. Right, so Kimi, P10. It's 10 seconds to Perez, but he's now into the top 10 again, Kimi. And we're alongside. And we've got the two Williams of Albon and Behrman behind us. There's Hadjar's into the pits. And no Williams gets past Stroll, and Colapinto is into P12. Kimi Antonelli then on the outside. Can he get this done in his first DRS zone on Perez? Yes, he can. Kimi Antonelli up to P9. What a comeback this is at the moment.
You are doing a good job.
The pit crew, i.e. actually me, the team principal, absolutely did Kimi dirty in this race. But he's doing his best to pull it back, and he's into P9. He's got another 6 laps until he needs to pit. The leaders will all be in the next lap or so. They will then, in return, get an undercut on us. So it's going to be interesting to see where it pans out. To be fair, none of these runners can be going on the softs, though, because, well, they can't be stand on the softs because they won't last that long. Right, DRS open for Antonelli. Like last lap, he's passed Leclerc on the outside, as he did Perez. And Antonelli into P8. Piastri in, Lawson in. Verstappen stays out. That's probably good for us because he'll be going quite slow at the moment. Clean stop for McLaren. Clean stop for Red Bull, held for the McLaren. So yeah, Antonelli will be safely past them, but of course Antonelli has got to stop again. I didn't look what colour tyres they put on there, so we'll have a look shortly. Hard tyres, I think it is there for Piastri, and I can't quite see for Lawson. Was it softs? That looked like softs. It is softs. That's a long way to go on a soft tyre. All right, Gasly, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Magnussen all into the pits.
Are you ready?
It is softs for Max as well. This could be interesting. And Colapinto. He's got Piastri and Lawson who have just stopped coming out past him. Piastri's just got him there. I've got another yellow flag. Magnussen and Tsunoda. Oh, that was a save. Why don't we get a safety car there?
Yellow flag here.
Oh, it's because they both got going. That would have been perfect.
The 11th corner. Now there's an inviting opportunity there. Has to be said. That was
it's just risky. A lock-up.
I imagine they're confident.
Lock-up behind K-Mag. The man who started on pole, K-Mag, got significant damage. Mightn't be damage he has to retire with. Tsunoda locks up, goes straight into the back of him. K-Mag starts on pole. Doesn't even look like he's going to get points here today. Is he retiring, or is it just a pit to fix any damage? Tsunoda is surely into the pits as well, isn't he? Yeah, Tsunoda's into the pits. Not sure what's going on there. Did Magnussen have a penalty? Tsunoda has to retire.
Is DNF for him?
Sorry. Magnussen got a penalty. Didn't Tsunoda just lock up and go into the back of him there? And K-Mag got the penalty. That's why he was sitting there doing nothing. But Tsunoda is... Tsunoda's out of the race, so we've had 5 retirees now. Russell, Bortoletto, Ocon, Sainz and Tsunoda. Only 17 runners now. Right, we need to jump on Kimi Antonelli. I'm sure Gasly and Max will get past Colapinto now. If so, we'll get him into the box. But this is going to be Antonelli's last stop of the day. And it's a nice 2-second stop. There goes Verstappen, the man he's trying to fight. Can Colapinto get him behind? This would be mega. It is mega. Gasly's been released. And as I say, we'll throw the anchor out again. But Antonelli, yeah, he's going to be too far back, I think, chat. It's a shame.
At the moment, you are P9.
Let's just get these tyres up to temp nice and quick. We can burn Max's tyres up, though, behind us. We have got...
Next car behind will be...
5% tyre margin. They were used softs, unfortunately. We didn't have any new softs, but we've got a 5% tyre margin. Doritos, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Colapinto again. We'll get him into the pit lap because Max will be coming past us. Well, let's just keep slowing Max up here. Actually, we have got DRS. Let's... Can we cancel that stop?
Try to slow down a bit.
We have got DRS on Gasly still, so we might be able to keep this going for another lap.
They are going well.
Let's see. Max is pulling out. He'll lose the slipstream. That's not going to get it done for Max. But we're compromising ourselves on the inside. That might leave it open for Max. That was a bit silly from Franco. Max is going to be on the inside of us here, is he? No, he's not. And again, let's try and slow him up then. Behrman's into the pit, so that's released Antonelli. Norris 93% medium tyres. Albon needs to stop again, as does Colapinto, of course.
Try to recover.
Stay out till he passes. Yeah, that's the plan. Antonelli, 6 seconds behind Max now. Yeah, 6 seconds behind Max now. I'm going to pit this lap though, because he will get past now, because we have lost the DRS to Gasly this time. Have we? Did we lose the DRS? No, we haven't, but he's right on us. Right, let's cancel it. We can always come in next lap anyway. We do just get the DRS, but I think Max can be too close anyway. Now we get the slipstream off Gasly, will he? Max surely going to try and go around the outside this time. Should have better traction. He's on newer tyres. But Franco is doing his best to keep him at bay. And he's doing a great job, is Franco. He is doing a great job there.
Good job.
Right, Antonelli has passed Albon, obviously, there.
Now we're watching the action closely here.
But Norris is going to be hard to overtake. He's got better tyre life, and he's on a better tyre in terms more durable, that medium.
Up that tape.
So, this ain't going to be easy against Lando. But we're only 5 seconds off Max Verstappen now.
Do your best.
Yeah, we're not going to catch Gasly now. Right, now we will pit. This lap we will pit. So Max is down to 80% tyre life, 79. So yeah, we've only got a 6% margin on him. He is trying to manage those tyres. And there goes Max on the inside already. And slows us up completely. Right, Franco will come in now though. Right, Antonelli has some DRS. Are we close enough to Lando Norris here? Well, he looked at the inside. Now we're going to try the outside. Round the outside of Lando Norris. And Kimi Antonelli is into P5 as Colapinto stoppers a 2.1 with 3.5 seconds off Max Verstappen. Can we catch him? Colapinto is coming out in P12. It looks like. Where is Ollie Behrman? We're clear of him. Hadjar and Pourchaire needs to pit. So that'll put Colapinto's back into the points, as does Albon. So P9 at least for Franco. 1.9 now to Gasly and Verstappen.
Norris behind.
Yeah, we ideally need to get to Gasly and Verstappen here to make this race work.
Your best.
We have, but Gasly is nearly out of the DRS. No, he did just keep DRS on Max Verstappen. That is key. Right, Antonelli is with Gasly then. Gasly needs to keep DRS on Verstappen for now, which he will. And we've dropped Lando. And we can do a bit of top up. All I'm bothered about here is beating Max Verstappen. Not bothered about winning this race. Antonelli sets a fast lap of the race. Right, we're going to go for a bit of top up here. We can't let Max slip away here. See, the tyre margin is only 4% now on Max. And we've not got the best battery. Gasly's lost 1.9 now. Gasly started to look after his tyres and he's absolutely been dropped by Max. And that's causing us real issues. DRS
we should try to close a bit more
into P4, but the gap to Max again is now 2.2 seconds. Yeah, now we've used 1% more than Max. Lawson's down to 27%. He's into the pitch, Liam Lawson. What a mare that is. He's still got 6 laps to come back. Right, Anthony has DRS on Max. I'm not actually that bothered about making the overtake here, but if we do, we'll be going conserve. But I think Max is going to try and fight this pretty hard. And Max is going to retain P2, is he? We're still side by side. Right. Now we'll go full harvest. I want to build entire life and battery.
You are doing a very good job there.
DT and Phony, thanks for the follows. Much appreciated. Piastri down to 51% on his hards, but he's 9 seconds in the lead. I don't think we're going to close that anytime soon. Last lap, although we're 2 seconds lap quicker. Lawson comes out in P6. He's 10 seconds off us. He'll have to go some to gain that back, though. Alright, we're on the same tyre life now as Max. And we are starting to go very slow.
Mode attack. Mode attack.
But Max will come back past us here. 6 laps to go once we start this one.
Copy that.
Right, here comes Verstappen. So when we're in the lead, we just got to save, and then when we're behind him, we can try and save, but not lose the DRS. So just try and stay with him through here.
Norris behind.
So we're just going to have to manage this all the way to the end now. Colapinto is getting very close to Sergio Perez. And then it'll be 3 seconds off Leclerc. So Colapinto could finish at least P7 here.
Try to slow down a bit more now.
Copy.
More charge. More charge.
And Miguel, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Let's go, Kimi. Go on, Franco. Yes, indeed. Both drivers having a nice little end to this race. Looks like it's going to be a podium now for Kimian. Kimian? Who the hell's Kimian? Kimi. But is it P2 or is it P3? I'd like Max to stay ahead here, so we'll just keep in the DRS for now.
Mode charge.
All right, who got DRS there? We did. That's good, because we're harvesting still. It's all about managing.
Lift off. 5 laps to go.
Now we've got we've got 1% extra tyre life now on Max Verstappen. But we want to keep saving that up and get a full battery if we can. Colapinto, let's jump on board with him. That's good timing as he's passed Sergio Perez on the inside. And it's just 2 seconds to Leclerc. Gasly is probably, yeah, Gasly's 10 seconds up the road, so that's not going to happen. So it looks like it's going to be P7 for Franco. Started P8, so yeah, that's fine. Chris, thanks for the follow. Yes, we're building up some nice fuel here. Although it doesn't really matter about the fuel, it's more...
No lift off.
Don't want to go too mad on the fuel. Here comes Verstappen then. That's fine. Although Lando Norris is coming back into play. Which again, I'm not too bothered about Lando though, if he gets ahead of us, because as long as we get more points than Max,
to reduce the management.
So we're back on the inside of Verstappen. So it'd be 15, 12, and 10. So yeah, that would mean we only take 1 point out of Max rather than 3 though, I guess. So got to be aware of that. Colapinto is past Charles Leclerc. And we'll get him to use some battery. So Colapinto is having a lovely end to this race. He can go full attack to the end, actually. Let's have a look at that.
You can take a look now. Now this was at turn 1. It's there for the taking.
Lovely move.
Up that takes them to 7th place.
Can we break the DRS to Max Verstappen and leave him in the clutches of Lando Norris and his teammate? That would be absolutely beautiful. It's 7 tenths. This is working nicely. Come on. Nearly up to a second. It is a second. Max is about to lose the DRS. And Kimi Antonelli looks like he might have done a stellar job coming back from last place to P2 here. Max out of the DRS. Colapinto is 4 seconds off Gasly. I don't think he's quite going to get there, though. Antonelli, I think, has done the job. And is Verstappen going to hold on to P3? He's going to be under massive pressure. We need Lando to get the move done here, really. Because he won't have a chance on the final lap. Lando Norris pulls out nice and early.
Last lap.
Is he going to dump Verstappen down to P4? He is. What about his teammate? Oh, they 3 wide. Liam Lawson takes both of them on the inside. What a move from Lawson. Can Lando hold off Max, though? No, he can't. Max is still in, well, P4. He has been dumped down to P3 at least. So that puts another position between us. Fuel is good for both drivers, isn't it? Yes, we're good. So Lawson's going to get back to P3. Piastri's going to win this by about 8 seconds. El Junior, thanks for the follow. SS, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Antonelli P2. Colapinto is 1.5 off Pierre Gasly. He's just going to run out of time, though, isn't he? Might be a nice run to the line, though. But Oscar Piastri is going to make it a different winner than Maserati and Red Bull as Oscar Piastri wins it. Antonelli, an up and down race, but he's going to come back to finish P2. So that's a great result. Can Norris get Max Verstappen on the line? No, he can't. Max just holds on to P4. But what about Franco? Can he get Gasly on the line? He can. Franco Colapinto right on the line has got Pierre Gasly. And he's into P6. What a result in the end for Franco. But what a result for us because we beat both Red Bulls with Antonelli then. But more importantly, we beat Verstappen by 2 positions. We take 18 points and he has only taken 12. And Colapinto, photo finish at the end, gets past Pierre Gasly for P6. What a race. In 2027, we've only had a Maserati or Red Bull winner. So Oscar Piastri makes it a McLaren winner this time. He wins it, but we weren't trying to chase him down. We wanted to beat Max, and we did. Kimi Antonelli finished P2. We made that mistake under the safety car. Away from that, we would have been with Piastri winning this race. But in the end, it might have only been P2 anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. Liam Lawson finished where he starts after his late pit stop. Max Verstappen started P18, and he is up to P4, so up 13 places. Lando Norris 5th. Franco started 7th and finishes 6th. I thought he started 8th, but obviously he started 7th and up to P6. Gasly finishes in the top 10. Charles Leclerc, good race for him, up 14 places. Perez in 9th, and Ollie Behrman rounds out the top 10. Right, let's have a look at this Drivers' Championship then. So yeah, we take 6 points out of Verstappen. The gap is now down to 10 points with 5 races to go. So this is getting very juicy indeed. It is a 2-man race for this championship. 10 points between Verstappen and Kimi Antonelli. Constructors, Maserati, we still lead the championship. Red Bull actually do take a point out of us. So that is a 30-point gap in the Constructors. So both the Constructors and Drivers' Championship may well go all the way to the wire this year. McLaren 3rd, Ferrari 4th. McLaren looks like they've sewn up that 3rd place. Ferrari will finish 4th. There is still this battle on for P5, and Aston Martin are starting to come into this. Williams in 5th. Mercedes 6th, then we've got Audi in 7th on 39, Aston Martin 23, but as I say, they've scored 21 in the last 2 races, so obviously some upgrades there. And RB do score again today, only 1 point, but they have scored in the last 4 as well, so I think we could have a tasty battle for 5th in this championship. Alpine drop 1 to 10th, they're on 20, and poor Haas are still yet to score. But what a strange race in the end. Lots of retirements. We made a mistake not boxing Kimi. I never thought we'd get back to P2 after that mistake, but he did the job, done lots of overtakes, got to P2, and yeah, he's cut Verstappen's lead down to 10 in this Drivers' Championship, and we have, I believe it is just 5 races to go. It is. We've got Monza, Baku, Austin, Montreal, and we're going to finish in Brazil. So it's 10 points the gap, 5 races to go. And we're going to be back very soon to continue our Maserati F1 Manager Series.